And our last partnership that I want to talk about today is the partnership that we are announcing for the first time. This has been in the works for a very long time. We've been discussing the details of how would we work together, how would we utilize each other's material to make more Titanic stuff. And very excited to announce that helping out with Project 401 is the long-standing fixture in the Titanic community, Encyclopedia Titanica. Going back to, I think, 1996, like the early days of the internet, Philip Hind and Encyclopedia Titanica have been accumulating this massive database of Titanic's passengers and crew. And not just Titanic's passengers and crew. If you look through everything that they have something like 2,900 people in their database. So that's the 2,200 who are aboard Titanic, but as well as the passengers who were aboard the Carpathia when they rescued Titanic, passengers who didn't make it, crew that disembarked or were discharged, the delivery crew of Titanic from Belfast to Southampton who did not take the voyage. Just so much information. And that information is now available to us to use in Titanic Project 401. How is that going to appear in Titanic Project 401? Quite simple. I'm glad you asked. So we've talked a lot about how you will have a logbook in this project. You will have a sort of a record of the things that you've discovered, and there are many pages in this logbook, many tabs of different categories. We've talked about testimonials, photographs, stuff like that. Well, there is now going to be a tab devoted to the passengers and crew aboard Titanic. You will be exploring Project 401. You will be learning about Titanic. You will be experiencing the beautiful visuals as made by our incredible modelers and the incredible work of Derek. And you will stumble across a passenger list, whether it's first class, second class, or third class, or it will be a crew list, whether that's the victualling department, engineering department, or the deck department. And when you find that list, it is added to your logbook, and you will have a detailed list of every person from that class or department, where they boarded, how old they were, what their ticket number was, what their cabin was. But my favorite thing about this feature is that if you are exploring Titanic, you find a couple of these lists, you're looking through the deck department list, and you stumble upon a name or an occupation that you want to know more about, like what is a quartermaster, or maybe you're in first class and you see that there's a name of a Scandinavian passenger, and you didn't know that there were Scandinavian passengers in first class. You thought they were all in third class. You may have questions about these people. You may be standing in a cabin and you find the cabin on the passenger list, and now you know who lives in this cabin that you're standing in, and you want to know more about them. There will be a link for every single person, all 2,208 people, that will take you to the Encyclopedia Titanica page for that person. And if you've ever been on that website, you know the rabbit hole that you can fall down when you start looking into the lives of these people. Very excited to have them on board, literally and figuratively, for Encyclopedia Titanica, which really has been a staple in the Titanic community for a very long time, to have the wealth of knowledge that they have brought together in one place, to have access to that in Project 401. You can be standing on Titanic and reading in incredible details about the people who once stood on Titanic. It's a very fun feature that we are very excited about.